Tonight is the celebration of, for me, for young folks, and young folks in particular, Black and Latino boys, who have used the passion point of baseball to help our young folks be successful citizens.
I think an event like this makes being a upstanding citizen who wants to study and make something of himself really, really cool. And I think the whole concept of sports and sports figures and media personalities and elected officials all combined in this, beautiful place we have here in Boston.
They tie together the educational element. It's remarkable what has been done, and it brings such encouragement, especially at a time when the sport of baseball has essentially completely and utterly failed in the inner cities. Here and in Chicago are the two most successful programs in the United States.
Good evening. Let me first say, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the base, indeed it is my pleasure to welcome all of you here to the Reggie Lewis Center here in Roxbury to celebrate an event that we believe, as our first annual gala, that's exciting, we think it's important, and hopefully extremely inspirational for all of you.
One of the things when I built the organization, I don't use any negative connotations to represent Black and Latino boys. We don't call them at risk, we don't call them underserved, we don't call them inner city. We say success lives here. We say when you believe you can, and we want to create a belief system that these young folks can just do anything that they put their mind to in life.
What you do each and every day at the base is transform lives. And you just need to talk to one of the players to really get that.
Tonight is probably one of the greatest nights the city's ever going to see having to do with baseball because, well, one, we're representing the base, which is the greatest baseball organization in the United States of America. It's very important to me because it helped build me as an athlete and a student athlete. Prior to this, I had troubles in school, but now with the base, it can help me improve my school grades. I have a 3.2 GPA in high school. Now I'm a senior, going to Franklin Pierce University. It's exciting.
I matured a lot during this program, and it's helped me to talk to different people that I really want to talk to and travel a lot. And everybody, there's success, but you got to find it, and once you find it, you just got to pursue it, and once you pursue it, you become somebody important in this world.
We wanted to look at people that actually carry the character and the values that we represent. Professor Charles Ogletree, his work around civil rights. Roberto Clemente Jr., following his father's legacy of humanitarianism. When you start to think of what Peter Gimmons, Paul Epstein, and Theo, not just what they've done on the professional diamond, but their commitment to urban young folks here as well in Chicago.
To grow up in a city, it feels like sometimes a lot of hustle bustle, which must create a lot of things for a young mind that are kind of hard to wrap your head around, and to kind of quiet it down and play a very cerebral sport like baseball and learn the little nuances of the game that are going on that sometimes the fans aren't privy to, but as a player you understand those, and if you can teach those to a kid, I think you can also change their perspective on the world.
We as human beings, we need to help each other, and if you need help, all you need to do is raise your hand.
It's a great way of giving to these kids. It's a great way of giving hope and making sure that they succeed.
They're doing incredibly important work. I always say, even if no kid ever even makes it to the major leagues, it won't matter because they've already gotten all the benefit of everything Robert's teaching them academically and life skill-wise. By the way, I do think that someone will make it to the major leagues because actually I was wearing my Chicago Cubs shirt tonight and a young man just came up to me and said, "Oh, I just got drafted by the Chicago Cubs," and so that's a base graduate who's already in the minor leagues and climbing fast.
Growing up, hit the field when I was 13 with Robert Lewis. He saw me, he said, "I want you to play on my team." So he put me on his travel team. And ever since I was 13, he's been supporting me in all my dreams, And thank God I got the opportunity to play college baseball with his help and pro baseball.
The reality is that here in Boston, people are given a commitment and making a big difference. And I was a big friend of Mayor Menino before he passed. And he was a man, I would see him all the time at Red Sox games. He would always be in the owner's box, but he would be always talking about, would you bring so-and-so, this person's going to run for office. But the whole idea, this is a place that people can make an enormous amount of difference. And that's why I'm glad to be here in Boston.
You learn so much from being with a group of people that came from the same neighborhood you come from, and just growing up with them, it's just you bond more, and you figure each other out a lot more. So I've learned a lot playing for the base and playing for Robert Lewis, JP, and the rest of the coaching staff.
I've been surrounded with people like that are always down on you, like that don't believe in you, but like when we come to the base, like even the kids from the poorest communities that don't have nothing, like these people believe in you, like they know you can do great things with your life. So it's like, it's really important just to have it on your back, that it means a lot.